guys, it's Lady and welcome to Golden Oro, baby. I know it's been like a whole month that I've made a video and I've been going through a lot. Life has been taking me through the journey. I have been walking the path of life. I have really gone through so much in this past month. For real, I have been doing everything with my website, doing my best to try to stay in shape. I've been journaling every day, doing my affirmations, watching lots of spirit science, Domics. I also really like Domics. It's super hilarious. You guys should go check it out. It's like these little animations about this guy's story. It's really cool. And spirit science is really cool too. It's just like, this page, this channel where they just talk about, spirituality and the different parts about it, and different theories that they have. And, it really opens up your mind to all the possibilities of reality. And, I digress. I have been living life, man. I've been doing my freaking best. I've been, keeping myself positive. I had my days where it was just like, it was really hard. It was really difficult to keep believing and keep strong and keep positive and, keep that light going inside of me. I just got to a point where all I was doing was taking care of myself. I felt like that's all I could do, just take care of myself emotionally and mentally. I saw that, a business is something that does end up giving you fruit for your labor in the end. A big part of it is that I didn't really do all of the research that maybe was necessary. I didn't really completely understand how it worked. And I jumped into it, which I'm not going to say is a bad thing because the job that I was in wasn't good for my mental state. It wasn't good for where I was. And, it's an amazing thing that I decided to leave. I feel like I expected things to go differently than how they did. Not saying that there's anything wrong with how things have gone, but I thought I was just gonna, leave my job, start my business, and money's gonna start coming in. I'll be good. But that's not how it went. I had my business, I marketed, and I, spread the word out. I told people about it. I posted every day on the page. I added a new design every day or like every couple of days. And when I did put out new designs, I put out a couple of them. I was, doing my best with the tools that I had. And, it started getting closer to the point where I would have to, pay rent and other things. And I, kept working, kept trying, kept my positivity, kept journaling, kept keeping myself up and in good, mental state. But to a certain extent, it felt like a lot of pressure and it felt like a lot of stress, which I handled very well, I feel, under the circumstances. I really chose to love myself, no matter what was going on, and really just be open to accepting and receiving any blessings from the universe. I was manifesting like a mug all the time, every day, positive stuff everywhere, like everything was positivity, attracting good things into my life. I just kept going, you know. Sometimes it just looked kind of dark. Sometimes it looked a little bit lonely. And I understood that, yeah, it may look dark, but I don't know what blessings the universe has in store for me. I don't know what good things the universe has for me. It's like for every, I guess, negative or sad thought that I had, I would be like, no, you got this. No, the universe got you. No, you're not alone. No, you have somebody. Like, it was just constant reinforcing of you know, myself, just constantly reinforcing myself. And yeah, I got really close. I got really close to falling, but I didn't fall, and I didn't let myself fall. Whenever I saw that, okay, the dishes aren't washed, I haven't taken a shower, I haven't eaten any food, I haven't gone outside in 2 days, I haven't talked to anybody in a while, in a second, maybe I should do something. I played some music, watched some domics, cleaned what I needed to clean, made myself a good meal, read tarot, watched videos on spirituality, journaled, talked to myself. A lot of it was talking to myself. Shadow work, just, okay, lady, how do you feel? Okay, I understand how you feel. Well, this is what we can do. Okay. It was just a lot of me talking to myself and walking myself through those difficulties, those times. Yeah, that was a lot of that. And it was only recently that I decided to tell my family what was going on, because it got to the point where I just closed myself off from everybody. I just didn't really talk to people, and it was just, you know, in my own world, in my own zone. And I used to like talk to my mom on a kind of regular basis, just letting her know I'm okay, I'm alive, I'm good. And I deleted the application that I used to contact my mom and my dad, and I was just sad. I just kind of disconnected for a second. I disconnected, and I just felt really lonely. I felt like nobody cared about me, you know. I wasn't really letting people in, and I wasn't letting them know what was going on for them to even be able to care or help me or anything. I was just kind of, hey, how's it going? It's great. It's going good. Everything's fine. Everything's perfectly fine. And I just continued with that for the longest time. So when I disconnected and was just alone and sad, I just walked around at night, and I cried. I'm not 1,000% sure what I was letting out, but I cried. I was sad. I felt alone, but I had myself. I just always came back to myself. Always came back to myself. Loving myself, hugging myself, telling myself that I love myself, that everything's gonna be fine, that, you know, just to keep going, that I've got this, that it just looks like this for now, and that everything is gonna be okay. Just pushing continuing to push forward, I fell so many times. I just kept pushing. I just kept pushing constantly. And I went to sleep that night. Well, not even that night, that morning. I felt a lot better after I cried and walked around. I felt a lot better. And I came home and I was like, oh, well, I'm out of water. I don't want myself to be dehydrated. So I did everything I needed to do. I took a shower. I did affirmations and I danced in the restroom. I made myself feel good. And I went and I got water. I came back home, chugged that shit, and I went to sleep. Tell me why. At like 2 o'clock, I hear loud banging on the door, like loud banging. And I just wake up, like shocked, like where the fuck am I? It's just like, what the fuck? Who is knocking on my door? I live in the middle of nowhere. And I check my window and I see it's a police officer. And I'm just like, I didn't do anything wrong. I haven't done anything legal. I don't know why there's a police officer here, but shit, let me change. So I put some pants on, went to the door, and I was like, hey, and he was like, yes, I'm looking for Libby Blanco. And I was like, my name is Lady Blanco. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, that. I was rushing it. And I was like, yeah, my name is Lady Blanco. And he was just like, yeah, your parents filed a police report because they haven't been able to contact you for the past day. And they didn't see you on any of your social media. And I was just like, I am so sorry. I just apologized. I was like, I apologize. I just disconnected for a day and haven't really been on my phone. I was asleep. And he was like, okay, all right, just, wanted to make sure. And then he left and I closed the door and I was like, shit. I was kind of shocked. I was like, damn. There's a part of me that doesn't really understand that just disappearing on people like that isn't normal. And it is worrisome. And it kind of reminded me that people care about me. And me not letting them know what's going on with me or giving them updates affects their life. It's not just my world that's going on. I don't know. I was just so disconnected from everyone that I didn't see how much they cared. I didn't really see that they were there for me. I didn't see that they loved me. I was, to a certain extent, too enveloped in myself. Not in a negative way, just, I had walls up. I feel like maybe I just didn't want people to be close to me. I didn't want anybody to know my situation. I didn't want anybody to know what was going on. I just wanted to succeed without the help of anybody. And as things seemed more and more difficult to me, or it seemed like I didn't really know what I was gonna do or where I was gonna go, I just didn't want to ask anyone for help. I didn't want, I wanted to succeed so badly on my own. Hyper independence. What came out of that situation and all of this was I became hyper independent, doing everything for and by myself. Not because no one was there or no one, loved me or no one wanted to help me, but because I didn't want their help, because I wanted to be alone, because I didn't want to let anybody in, because I built a system where I can just depend on myself and love myself and be by myself and not need anyone. So it made me not want anyone. And maybe that lack of want for others was more of just fear of people not loving and accepting me the way that I feel loved and accepted on my own. Fear of opening myself up and being hurt. Fear of being misunderstood or judged. Fear of not being accepted as I am, just loved unconditionally. And that situation really showed me that I'm not alone. People love me. They care about me. And I can't just go disappearing on them. So I called my mom and we talked. I let her know what was going on in my life. And she was just like, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you let me know? I was just like, I didn't want anyone to know. I just wanted to have everything be okay and, move like that. And, she was a little bit, she gave me the talk. She was just like, you gotta let people know, be more responsible, things like that. And I was like, yeah, I understand. And we had a whole conversation and talked about some things. And I feel like, that brought a lot of understanding. She was just letting me know that she understands where I'm coming from because she's gone through similar things where she's lost a lot of things and opportunities because she didn't want to ask others for help. And, I feel like maybe that's something I have to heal from now. Just not wanting others' help, accepting the help of others, not being hyper independent. Because, some people may see it as like a good thing when you need to. When you don't need to, it just kind of closes you off from the people that love you. But yeah, I let her know and she kind of was like, okay, well, what's going on? What do you need help with? And, she's helping me where she can. And I really appreciate that, which, she's not completely in the position to help me in the way that she wanted to help me. But she is there for me, and just having somebody that knows, just having someone that knew and understood and even though, like, you know, they had something to say about the situation at first, they still accepted me. That felt really good. Having someone that cared in my life. So, yeah, she helped me a lot, and that makes me really happy. And I also texted this person that I used to talk to, that I went to high school with, and, you know, we got reacquainted. He's a really nice person, and I told him my situation, and he was all ears. He was very caring and understanding, and yeah, really kind. And that's another person that, you know, has decided to, like, you know, be there for me and help me wherever he can. And I really appreciate that. And that just, like, that meant the world to me. That meant the world. After being in seclusion for so long, expressing myself to people and being heard and understood, and just knowing that they care. It means a lot. It means a lot. And I really appreciate them. And from some time before, since I didn't really see, since I finally understood that I have to plant the seed and water it and allow it to grow for my business to, you know, give me the payout that I wanted, I decided, okay, well, I should start applying for hourly jobs so that I can make ends meet, pay the things that I have to pay. I can't continue to not do things, because yes, I can hope for the best with my business. Yes, I can do all the marketing. Yes, I can post every day, but there's an aspect of realism, not just, oh, you know, like, hope for the best, but I was hoping for the best but not planning for the worst. I was just hoping for the best. I had all my bags. I had all my eggs in that basket. So at some point I was like, okay, there are dates that are coming, and everything is in the air. Universe, help me. Is pretty much where I was for a while. So I started to apply to places, you know, just hoping for the best. And, you know, after I told my people what was going on, and they were just like, okay, well, you know, we understand, we'll help you, we love you. I felt really good and really happy, and it just seemed like joy on top of joy on top of joy, because, like, the day right after I, you know, got in touch with everyone and, like, opened myself up, I got a call from one of the jobs that I applied to, and they're like, oh, hey, is this lady? This is Wendy, and this and that. Because of COVID, we're not having any in-person interviews, so I just wanted to offer you the job over the phone. And that was just the icing on the cake. That was like amazing. It was so amazing. I was just like, I wasn't shocked to a certain extent. I was like, oh, greatness after greatness after greatness after greatness. What the what? Universe? Universe? God, angels, guides, guardians? What? Is this what you guys are trying to tell me to wait for? Is this the positive stuff? I'm grateful I stayed grateful. But yeah, she called right after all of that amazingness and just told me to, okay, well, if you want the job, then just accept it. And, you start in a week. And I just feel like this is what I needed. This is exactly what I needed. This is like a weight being lifted off of me. It was like everything I was going through, all of the pressure, everything, it was all just taken off at once. And I feel so blessed, so grateful, so thankful. And I just want you guys to know that wherever you are right now in life, just keep a positive perspective and keep going. Just keep going. Keep smiling, keep going, keep loving yourself. Just go. You got it. The wise words of Dory. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. You'll get there. The right attitude, resilience, determination. You can do anything. I believe in you, and if you don't, I hope that you get to the point where you love, trust, and believe in yourself as well. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for being there. Though I may not see you, though I may not know you personally, I love you, I appreciate you, and a big thing that I remember and I try to keep in my heart is that we are all one unity, and the love that I have for myself, I have for everyone else. because we are all extensions of each other. Take care of yourself, and I hope you have a great day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever it is. I hope you have a great one. Bye.